the whole concept here is beyond conceptual art to a new type of art, spiritual artistic development of the conundrum of being revealed through the humanity and the essential spirituality of this character. We know of him as Richard. He comes and floats into the space. Today he has been both Tai Chi master, reflector, storyteller. Soon we will be meeting the soldier. Right now we're dealing with a wise guy.
No, this is serious.
Oh, this is serious, excuse me. I'm completely out of character. Okay, this is serious. This is serious business. Yeah. This guy's got some very expensive paintings, and I'd like some of you collectors out there with the big bucks. All right, think about what you've got in your collection and say, why don't I have a Richard Springer painting or two or three? I mean, what happened to you? Why, you know? So you've got all this money. We're talking to the top couple percent of people actually can afford this stuff. Okay, so that's why we're going on YouTube. 3 big sales of major Richard Springer's paintings this year. You know, come on. You know, show up. This is serious. No, please. Richard, tell us about how serious you really are.
Well, it begins with the first thought. I want money. No, not really. I can't do anything but paint, and somebody has to support me. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
If I was a brain surgeon, what would you do?
Yeah, what would you do?
What would you do? I'd punt.
You see? Would you have a brain surgeon come out and work on your Aunt Glenda, and then what? Give him a tomato?
Put a frame around it.
Put a frame around a tomato and say here, and then she lays bleeding. How much work are you going to get? Unless he shows up with this kind of a
So
getup.
don't hire me as a brain surgeon.
How you gonna know he's going to be taking you seriously, or are you going to take him seriously?
Think about me
Okay.
as a painter, as an artist.
Let's
as
talk about that.
Very
now.
serious
Okay,
artist.
very serious artist. He sees a painting at the Art Institute, and he develops a kind of
Steal any idea that I can from the Art Institute.
right. And
Monet did the same thing later on.
we're all thieves. It's a den of robbers, den of thieves. The Art and Gallery. We confess. Do we have a Catholic priest here, or somebody that we can confess to? There, Father. My first confession ever in this dimension. So, and I don't even recognize you.
I'm glad you asked, because I know priests. In fact, if you have one moment, I can get them. Okay?
Would you mind? Because I don't like this priest.
Okay.
He's giving me a look, and
One
I
moment.
can't make a confession to a priest like that. We're having serious sin regarding dimensional reality, and we're having a very hard time with the notion that we want money for the art, and at the same time our sense of integrity, right? So you know, we've got to pay the bills, and you know, if preachers can go online asking people to send them money, why can't art dealers go online asking very rich people to come and buy the paintings of the king of Za? So we've got no priest, we've got no confession, but we've got a king. And what do you need a judge or a king for? You need them to come and make proper decisions. And so, thank you for joining us. This is a king of Za, which is an interdimensional realm beyond the 5th, 6th, and 7th dimensions. It's a place where people don't really exist anymore. They function, but they don't exist.
We need money for our kingdom.
The kingdom needs money. It's a
And I
proclamation.
do not want to raise taxes on these people.
All right.
I've taken everything that I can. I have bled every collector that I've had. I've bled them to the bone.
You see what the problem is here, okay? There are people starving in the streets, and this man's responsible. The Za is a major kingdom.
That's
Just
right.
because you don't see it, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean we don't have our poor. And it doesn't mean that our king doesn't need to be sustained. Now, this is a royal family. Have you ever met Queen Ellen? Do you understand what I'm talking about?
She scares me.
Okay, she scares everybody. This woman needs more money than any of us, okay? We need to appease her. Have you seen her house? She needs a little help with some house cleaning. So do I. They have a gigantic home. It appears very
If
small.
you have seen her house, you know she needs lots of house cleaning.
And this would cost a lot of money. One painting sold could get that house cleaned and maintained for years.
So
Do you
pick up
understand?
your phone right now.
Where's your heart?
Donate.
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 Donate to Richard Springer and purchase those paintings and purchase them quickly, because we're seeking ye first the kingdom, right? Here's the kingdom and here's the king.
Right.
But now that we having done that, where the castle is falling apart and needs tuck pointing. I mean, we're about to lose a tower here.
That's
Okay?
right.
So, Art St. Anne Gallery, ARTSTANN.com. Scroll down, get out the wallets, and start throwing some money our way. Because just all those people in New York and the Illuminati and whoever's running the whole show, it's time for a paradigm shift. You see?
Let the artists rule the world.
We are taking over through the use of these
That's
particular
right.
mediums. What are we at time-wise? As we look at the Arthur St. Anne. Arthur St. Anne is right there, and he is the great and powerful.
6.5.
All right, so we're at 6.5 minutes, and we're going to do a 9-minute segment for YouTube. So Richard,
Can we have a revolution?
all right, we've got 3 minutes for
Can
a
we have
revolution.
A coup d'etat.
All right,
Let's kill the king.
all right, we're going to kill the king,
We're
and
gonna kill the king.
all right, we're going to do it.
Wait a minute! No, let's not kill the king.
We're going to do it symbolically. Okay.
Can I?
Oh, here, that's one way to
Can
kill
I
it.
replace?
There.
Okay, now we can kill the king.
Now you can kill the king.
Now we can kill the king.
Now you can kill the king because it doesn't have his helmet on. It's much easier to inflict a mortal head wound. So now you can kill the king because he doesn't have his protective headgear.
That was called hair in the old days.
Yeah. All right. So now what we really have here is a interdimensional UFO, which is floating around and is moving from head to head, and it is some kind of a marker in space, and whoever's wearing it is in danger. So that's why he needs money, and
Need protection.
that's why this is a balls out advertising campaign with none of the seriousness of our original advertising campaign. This is
We tried that.
we tried that, and Richard went home and he reflected on it. He says, "I don't want to look like that. I look too normal," and I thought he looked just normal enough, but today we've become much more serious.